up, everyone? We are here in the Jurassic Room, and welcome to yet another episode of Dinosaurs of the Week, where all of you, the fans, get to pick what toys are showcased in each episode. And I did get a lot of suggestions again, like I have been getting each week. So if you would like to leave a suggestion for next week, make sure you leave it down in the comments below so that you can possibly be featured. But with so many different requests, I'm gonna pick 15 of my favorite picks from all of you. So let's go ahead and check out what made this week's episode. So suggestion number one to start off this week's episode is from Jurassic Explorers for the Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous Savage Strike Plesiosaurus. And this is a cool little aquatic dinosaur, as all of you can see. We've got some pretty cool little flapping action right here so that it can swim, which is pretty cool. And then we got a nice little sculpt, a little articulated mouth. And I do like these colors with the blue and the almost like grayish blue under, which looks really, really nice in my opinion. Then when we look at the back of the box, we get another good look at our Plesiosaurus, and they call it paddling action, which is pretty cool. We have gotten a couple of Plesiosauruses, but I do really like the color on this one. I think it's pretty vibrant and makes it pop pretty well, so it makes it pretty fun. And again, how can you not love that little paddling action? Gives it a lot of playability features, and it makes this dinosaur right here an awesome first pick for this week's episode. So suggestion number two this week is coming from Stavarn for some micro collection. And this is the Jurassic World Dino Escape micro collection. And I chose this one specifically because this is very unique in my collection. If any of you can notice something is off about this, it's actually a mispackage. So we've got the Carnotaurus right here with an Indominus Rex label, which is really, really interesting. I actually love collecting like misprints and weird things like this. I think they're very unique. But this Carnotaurus does look pretty cool. There's nothing too special about it. I mean, it is a Dollar Tree toy, so it's not supposed to be big or very detailed, but for what it is, I think it's actually a really nice little figure and makes the Carnotaurus look pretty cool. Nothing really to see on the back of the box, all in black and white and just some writing. But again, look at that, Indominus Rex, but Carnotaurus here. I think it is hilarious when you get misprints like this. Makes them very unique collectibles, and it makes it very fun for me to showcase with all of you. Now, suggestion number three that we have right here came from Wojciech Gamer, and this is a special one. This is the Jurassic Park 3 React Attack animatronic Spinosaurus, and honestly, this is one of my prized possessions in my collection and one of my favorite toys from my childhood. And this one you can see I have right here is absolutely mints, but I love the rubber skin, as all of y'all can see, and it's got some really cool animatronic features when you can click some buttons and its head goes up and growls. But unfortunately, this one is very old and the batteries have never been installed, so it's definitely not going to do that action feature. And then when we look at the back of the box, we get another look at our animatronic Spinosaurus and how it can roar and attack the T-Rex, which is super, super cool. But honestly, like I was saying earlier, this is one of my prized possessions of my collection, not just because of the rarity, but just because of how special it is from my childhood. And this one, as you can see that I have here, is absolutely mint in box and in incredible condition. So I'm super happy to showcase it in today's episode. Now we have suggestion number four right here that came from Ivan Rodriguez for the Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous Dino Escape Roar Attack Ankylosaurus Bumpy, which is the adult version of Bumpy. Look how cute Bumpy is looking. I love the coloration, of course, is so accurate to Camp Cretaceous. And I love that we actually got a full-size Bumpy because we did get a lot of baby Bumpies, and we've also got some cool features. Look at this. Get that tail going, some sound effects. Super, super sweet. Then we look at the back of the box, we get another good look at Ankylosaurus Bumpy and its 3 level of sounds and its tail attack, which is pretty sweet. So you can really recreate some awesome play scenes with Bumpy defending all the campers from all the dangerous dinosaurs of Isla Nublar. But this is another really fun figure for my collection and a great pick for this week's episode. Now on to suggestion number 5, which came from Koala Plays for the Hammond Collection Velociraptor Delta from Jurassic World. And this is another beautiful raptor figure that we have gotten from the Hammond Collection, and it definitely looks a lot better than the first Velociraptors that we got. They really did an upgrade on these raptors when they moved from Blue and Delta, so I'm super happy about that. And look at Delta looking awesome. We get another good look at Delta on the back of the box, some of the different poses that you can make, and that glass eye, which is pretty cool in my opinion. And again, it's Hammond Collection, so you've got awesome paint apps, you've got really good articulation, which gives you so much different playability with these awesome figures, and this Velociraptor Delta right here is no exception to that. So it does square up really well with the rest of the Hammond Collection and makes it a fun piece for any of us Jurassic collectors to have. Now we have suggestion number 6 right here from Jurassic Rex for this Jurassic World Primal Attack Savage Strike Postosuchus. And yes, this is such a sweet figure, as all of you can see. And we never got another Postosuchus, so it makes this one very unique. But we got some pretty cool like mouth striking action, as y'all can see, which looks really, really awesome. And I just love the sculpt on this toy. I just think it's so unique. And it's not actually a dinosaur, I don't believe. I'm pretty sure it's a prehistoric reptile, so it does give it a little bit of extra uniqueness in that way as well. And then we look at the back of the box, we get another good look at our Postosuchus and its extra wide chomping action, which is super, super sweet. But again, this is not only a really nice sculpted figure and a cool looking one, but this is also one of the rarer figures from the Primal Attack toy line. So with that being said, it makes me very happy to have it here in the collection. Now we're up to suggestion number 7 from Long Huang for the Jurassic World Dominion Claire and Dilophosaurus set, which is a fun little pack. We get this awesome Dillo with these movable frills and that really striking paint job on there, which is really, really beautiful. We also get a pretty cool Claire figure. We get a weapon here. We get, I think, the spitting venom for the Dilophosaurus, and then like a little satellite phone or tracker or something like that, which is also pretty cool. And then we look at the back of the box, we get another good look at our Dilophosaurus, and it says, oh, tracker included. I guess that is a tracker. I guess I was right. But again, this set is really, really cool, and it's not like this one was hard to get. This was pretty common, and I'm sure you could still find it for pretty cheap on the market, but that doesn't take away from it being a pretty cool set, since that Dilophosaurus has got beautiful striking colors, and you get a human figure with a lot of accessories, so you do get a lot of bang for your buck with this fun little set. Now, right here, we have suggestion number 8 from Ezekiel Clark for the Jurassic World Epic Attack Herrerasaurus. And this is a fun figure and one that I don't think I've showcased in any of my Dinosaurs of the Week episodes, so that's definitely why I picked this one. Now, this figure never made it to the US, so I was very lucky to have a good friend, Jurassic KM, up in Canada that sent this one down to me, but it's got a nice sculpt, some decent little articulation, nothing crazy. I mean, I do like the colors, though, too. I think it's cool. And then, of course, the Epic Attack. Very, very sweet. And then we look at the back of the box, we get another good look at our Epic Attack Herrerasaurus and some of the other dinosaurs in the assortment, which I also have in my collection. But again, I'm super happy to have gotten this one down to the USA into my collection, since it did not get released here. Another big shout out to Jurassic KM for sending me this one a good while back. Now on to suggestion number 9 here from Dino Lance for the Jurassic World Primal Attack Savage Strike Scutosaurus. And this one is such a unique and interesting looking species. And for any of you that don't know, oh, we got some cool little action features here too. But any of you that don't know, this is one of the rarest, probably the rarest Primal Attack toy that got released. This one was just so difficult to get my hands on. That's why I actually have a Japanese variant that I ordered from Japan, as all of you can see. And then we look at the back of the box, we get another good look at our Scutosaurus and head striking action. Some more of that Japanese logo stuff, which is pretty cool. But not only do I have this fun Japanese version, but I have a US version as well, which is really, really sweet. So I've got 2 of these ultra rare figures here in my collection, and I'm super happy about that because I actually never saw one of these in stores. And all my times, one of my friends found this one, American version, for me, and I ordered this one from Japan, so I'm super happy to have these rare and awesome figures here in the collection. Now next we have suggestion number 10 right here from Blueberry YouTube for the brand new Jurassic World Legacy Collection Reimagined Chopper Chase Pack, and this is a cool set in my opinion. We get this pretty cool little ACU soldier with his little helmet, some of his weapons for the actual helicopter as well, and then we get this really cool red vibrant Atrociraptor, which looks really awesome. And something that's really cool about this little helicopter is it looks a lot like the Air Saber from Jurassic Park Chaos Effect. I'm pretty sure that's what Mattel was going after with this reimagined set right here. And then when we look at the back of the box, we get a good look at the ACU pilot, the Atrociraptor, and how you can launch a missile out of the little helicopter, which is really sweet. But again, I'm super excited to see what's to come in the future with this Jurassic World Legacy Collection Reimagined line, since it seems they're taking a lot of knocks from the old toys from the 90s that we all grew up with and loved, and this one was another awesome, or one of the first awesome sets that they have released. Now we have suggestion number 11 from Goofy Kid for the Jurassic World Dino Trackers, Gigantic Trackers, Elasmosaurus, and another awesome marine reptile we have here. But this is one of the biggest ones we've ever gotten outside of the Mosasaurus, and it's got some cool features. We got like this chomping action. You can go up and down with it. You can kind of go both ways with these different buttons, which is pretty cool. And we've got some capture gear with it as well, which makes this Elasmosaurus pretty unique and awesome and reminds me a lot of the old Kenner toys. And then when we look at the back of the box, we get another good look at our Elasmosaurus. It's side to side chomping action, it's up and down attack, and it's tracking gear included, which is really sweet. But this is probably one of the better Dino Tracker figures that we got in the whole line, and one that I'm super happy to have. So I'm super happy again to showcase it with all of you. Now we have suggestion number 12 right here from Cephalop for the Lost World Jurassic Park Electronic Bull T-Rex, and this is another absolute holy grail of my collection. This thing is absolutely gorgeous, and look how mint mine is, new in box. And then of course the T-Rex itself is just incredible. We've got that nice soft skin, as all of you can see, some awesome sound effects, and what's super cool about this T-Rex, if any of you didn't have this one in your childhood, is that survival pod, you can put it down the mouth of the T-Rex and it comes back out a slit in the belly, and you can really do that with any of the figures, which is super sweet. And then when we look at the back of the box, you get another good look at the Bull T-Rex and an actual scenery scene with some other figures, and then advertisements for some other Lost World Jurassic Park toys as well. But again, this is one of my holy grails of my collection, and a Bull T-Rex like this in this sort of condition can fetch a super high price. I think these are worth around $1,000 in this sort of condition nowadays, so that definitely makes it a super special piece from my collection. Now on to suggestion number 13 right here from my manager, Mr. Raptor Sub, for another absolute holy grail. This is the Jurassic Park Series 1 Tyrannosaurus Rex Electronic, and this thing is so gorgeous, and most of you know this as the infamous Red Rex. So as you can see, it's got that soft, real feel rubber skin. It's got some fun sound effects as well. You can actually click it and get some sound effects, and you can also stomp it to get sound effects as well, which is really cool. And look at that old price tag at KB Toys, $14.99. Can you imagine paying $14.99 for a beauty like this? It's just absolutely crazy. And then when we look at the back of the box, we get another good look at our Red Rex and a realistic scene with other figures. And then of course advertisements for some other toys from Jurassic Park Series 1. But this has got to be one of the most iconic Jurassic Park toys of all time. And I'm sure it's one that many of us collectors do have in our collection. And if it's one that you don't have in your collection, I would highly recommend adding this awesome piece of history to your collection. So now suggestion number 14 right here is from Braden Clancy for the Jurassic World Legacy Collection 6-pack, and this is a really cool set. We get all kinds of fun stuff here. We get 2 different Velociraptors with different sculpts and different paint jobs. We get a Dilophosaurus with its spraying venom. We get a Gallimimus. We get a little old compy, and we get Dr. Alan Grant, which is pretty sweet. Then when we look at the back of the box, we get a better look at all of the figures and how this one Velociraptor right here has the forward leap while the rest are just regular articulated dinosaurs, but doesn't make them any less cool. But again, this is a pretty fun set and one that was exclusive to Target, just like the rest of the Legacy collection is, and it did have exclusive figures in here. Most of these, other than I think the Alan Grant and the Compy, are actually unique, different paint jobs than what we got in the rest of the toy lines. And this is actually a set I don't think I've showcased on any episode of Dinosaurs of the Week, so I'm super happy to share it today with all of you. Now, the 15th and final suggestion of today's video is from SOSGN for the Jurassic World Dino Rivals Savage Strike Dilophosaurus, and this one is so gorgeous. I love this purple coloring, as all of you can see, and the movable frills, and just look at those cool colors. And then it actually sprays water. If you see, the stomach has some soft rubber, and there's a little hole in the mouth, so you can put it under the water and squeeze the belly to soak up the water, and then you can shoot venom like a Dilophosaurus, which is really, really sweet. And then we look at the back of the box, we get a look at the Dilophosaurus and how that works. Squeeze 2 to 3 times to fill, and then spray blast attack, which is sweet. And then of course it comes with a collector card like the rest of the Dino Rivals toys, which is always really awesome. But something else I really love about this Dilophosaurus is it reminds me of the Dilophosauruses from the original Jurassic Park arcade game by Sega. You used to get so many vibrant colored dinosaurs coming at you, and for some reason this purple Dilophosaurus reminds me of that, so it is a bit special to me, and then this is an awesome figure to finish out this week's episode with. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Dinosaurs of the Week. Again, if you did not get picked in today's episode and would like the chance to get featured in next week's episode, then let me know what you'd like to see down in the comments below. Want to see more awesome Jurassic content? Then hit that subscribe button and turn on post notifications so that you don't miss any of my content. Also, check me out on Instagram and join my Discord server for so much more Jurassic fun. The links to everything will be in the description below. Check out more awesome Jurassic videos here.